Welcome to lesson 4-4. That's topic for lesson 4. Today we're going to be doing just like what we did last time, solving algebraic equations, but we're going to do it with multiplication and division. It's the same concept though. Whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other. Let's look at the first problem. Juan sold 3 paintings for $45, and he charged the same amount for each painting. We want to know how much he charged for each of the paintings. Let's define our variable and then draw a pan balance. We're going to let x equal the price of one painting. And we know that 3 paintings were $45. So I have 3 x's, 3 of the paintings on the one side, and I have $45 in the form of 45 x's on the other. Now I want to write and solve an equation. So let's see, we have 3 groups of x. 3 times x equals 45. And then you want to say to yourself, how do I undo a times 3? Well, the inverse of multiply, what undoes multiplication, is division. So I'm going to divide by 3. I can do that if I do it on both sides of my equation. And times 3 divided by 3 leaves me just x. And 45 divided by 3 is 15. So each painting was $15. All right, here's a problem for you to try. Teresa picked the same number of tomatoes each day. In 4 days, she picked a total of 52 tomatoes. And we want to know how many tomatoes she picked each day. So we have n equal to the number of tomatoes Teresa picked in 1 day, each day. And we have to find out what that is. So this time I'll draw a bar model. Each day of 4 days, we picked n tomatoes. The total amount over those days was 52. So there we go. See if you can write a multiplication equation that would relate n to 52. Go ahead and do that and then solve it. Look at my example above for help, and we'll talk about it in class. All right, now we're going to solve for a dividend in a division equation. We have a 15-member adventure club, and they go on a group underwater diving trip. Awesome. Student groups receive a rate on snorkeling of $40 per student. I want a bar diagram, and then I want to write and solve a division equation to find t, the total cost of the snorkeling tickets. So t is my variable. That's the total cost of the tickets. And here's a bar that represents that total cost. And that cost is made up of each student ticket. Each ticket was $40. There's 1 ticket, 2 tickets, so on and so forth. And we bought 15 tickets. And so if I wanted to find this, I could relate everything with division, because they're asking me to write and solve a division equation. I could say that t divided by 15 gives me 40. So the total cost divided by the number of tickets should give me the $40 per ticket. Now, how do you undo a divide by 15? What is the inverse of division? It's multiply. So if I multiply that by 15, I'm left with t, which is my goal, to find out what t is. I can do that if I do the same to the other side. Okay, t divided by 15 times 15 is just t. And 40 times 5 is 600. So the total cost of the trip was $600. All right, in this next part, we're going to solve for the divisor in a division equation. So Helen puts 2,292 stickers in an album. Each page holds 24 stickers. How many pages P can Helen fill? So defining my variable, P is the number of pages, hashtag. That hashtag symbol that you guys are so familiar with is the sign that means a number. And here's a bar that represents all the pages in my album. And that number, the total, is 2,292 pages. And on each page, we fit 24. There's 1 page, 2 pages, and I want to know how many pages P. And so I have an equation off to the side here, 2,292 is equal to 24p. P groups of 24. All right. So how do I undo multiply? I undo multiply with division. That's the inverse operation. I can do that if I do the same on this side. Coming over to my side, I can do my division. I'm going to divide both sides. So I have to divide 2,292 by 24. And when I do so, I get a P on this side, and I get 95 and 5/10 on the other side. And so I go back to my original question, and it asks how many pages can she fill? Well, she can fill 95 pages. And then she has some stickers left over. All right, here's one for you to try. Megan's reading a 630-page book. She reads 18 pages a day, and we want to solve a division equation to find out how many days D it will take Megan to finish her book. Okay, so we're going to let D equal the number of days to finish a book, and we'll do a bar model. The whole book is 630 pages. And every day we read 18 pages. There's 1 day, 2 days, D days. And we're asking for a division equation. So write yourself a division equation, use inverse operations to solve, and see how many days it took. Here's some straight up practice. We have 23D equals 2,392. We need to solve for D. What is D equal to? And we have y divided by 11. Again, we want to find out what y is. What is y? So that when you divide it by 11, you get 987. Take a stab at it, and we will talk about it in class. Take care.